Hello everyone and welcome back again to the Odd Machine Factory. It's been a long time since the last proper update on the project, but I have been just trying to get this driving and running, so I've been concentrating on the actual work instead of the reporting. And actually made a small list of things that I have been doing. And the great news is, probably you have already seen some shorts videos from the channel, but this car now really runs and drives with the Jaguar V8 that has been turbocharged. So great success on that end. But let's go through a quick update on all of the topics that I've been working on, and I will make a separate video of the details on each and every field, so don't worry if you don't get everything in this video, but at least you know what I've been working on. So the most visible thing, of course, might be the fender kit. So I added this white body kit or fender flare kit to the car, and this is from the company called Fenderist, and it's actually meant for this car, which is quite odd that you actually have some body kits for these. But there it is. It's mainly there because of the custom steering and suspension geometries that I've built. So I had to widen the track width both on the front and rear axle, and that's why I need to get some kind of a body kit, and luckily I found this kit. So this is the older generation kit, but with slight modifications. I think it will be very good looking and definitely stand out from the crowd. But that's of course easy to fit, doesn't take much time, but the biggest time consumers have been the geometries on both in rear and front axle. So in the front, we can go through the details in later episodes, but the main idea has been that the steering angle has been doubled from stock. Then I have widened the track width to be able to turn the wheel that much, so I have extended the lower control arms. Then I did some modifications. So as you can see, this is a 17-inch wheel, and there's really not that much of room between the lower ball joint and the wheel. So there are roll center corrections, Ackerman modifications, also caster corrections and so on. So a lot of things that help to make the car more driftable. And the same goes for the rear axle. So actually I was on my summer holiday working 2 weeks straight with the car, basically 14 hours a day. And I reinforced the rear axle subframe. Then there's quite a mix of different components on the rear axle. So I wanted to get the wheels when the car is sitting very low. I want to have the possibility to run close to zero camber, and then the possibility to adjust the toe in. So I had to modify the trailing arm mounts, the upper control arms. Then I have adjustable control arms on the lower end. Then there's the Jaguar diff, Jaguar drive shafts, Jaguar hubs, BMW wheel bearings, and all of these are made it so that the stock Subaru brakes fit there in those parts, and that's thanks to my neighbor who created those billet parts, which are the adapters for holding everything together. So thanks Juha for that. And then another very big thing that has been taking a lot of my time and was quite, let's say, an unforgiving project that had to be done, and you couldn't basically get any hints from anywhere from the internet. So that was the Powertrain. So I have now there the S-type diesel gearbox, ZF 6-speed, and then I created the custom flywheel geometry for that, and my friend Janne, who's a wizard of machining, he machined that flywheel so that now we can fit there the custom clutch pack that I'm running, and then the custom clutch pack needed a hydraulic system, so now there's the S-type diesel hydraulic release bearing hooked up to Subaru pedals, which then push a aftermarket master cylinder there. And now the clutch setup should be good up to 900 Newton meters roughly, and it's very light to use, so it's mint. I'm very happy how that turned out. It's like a stock car. It's very nice to drive, and everything actually worked with the first try. So that's also something that I like. I like to consider things always in a way that they don't usually look that great, but they should work great. And then when they work great, then we can start working on the looks. So that's my way of thinking. But the driveline is now good, and the propeller shaft actually I was almost about to create a custom one, but then I learned that the facelift S-types have a longer rear end of the propeller shaft. So as I had the box lined, gearbox lined, and the engine lined, then I had the support bearing already fixed to the body. I had created the mounts for that. I needed an extension for the rear end of the propeller shaft, and I had the pre-facelift propeller shaft, but which I tested. And then when I was searching for additional shaft to use as the extension, I learned that I have two of the facelift propeller shafts, which are the correct length for this setup. So I didn't even have to make the custom propeller shaft for this setup. I can use the S-type prop shafts on this. Then I added the cooling systems. So here you can see that I have a couple of expansion tanks, of course, from Volvo. And that's because I have two separate cooling systems. So one for the air-to-water intercoolers, which are driven by an electric pump, which is located behind the pumper there. And then the engine cooling system is separate. Then I have a prototype fan setup. So I have two pulling fans on this side with the Mustang radiator, and then Audi S4 radiator for the charger cooling, and then I have also a fan here, and then we have plugged all of the exits for the air between the radiators, so we have flow through both of them. And that's been working quite well, at least for now, but I have some ideas how to improve that, but we have to test it first to see if we need improvements. Then I relocated the battery, so as you can see there's no room for the battery, so I put it in the trunk. And I also then was thinking about making a custom fueling system. but I ended up doing so that I'm using the original tank because it's just in front of the rear axle, so the location is good. It's a big capacity tank, and then now I'm running just a surge tank with a big pump. So these lines will be, of course, beneath the car, and this will be sealed off. But this is now just for mock-up, and it seems to work. So it's a functional prototype at this phase. Then I added some pre-facelift rear lights because I like those more. And as you can see, the arches are quite much wider in the front and in the back. Then on the inside, while I was working on the brakes, I added hydraulic handbrake, of course. That's nice to have in drifting. Then I added some bucket seats, a pair for the passenger as well. These earmuffs are for the kids so they can ride along. And I even added the back seat back there so we can have some passengers in the car. Then I've been driving this car already on the road, getting the base tune up to 0.2 bars of boost. I added a tablet for the additional gauges, so that's hooked up to the Max ECU Race engine management system, which I have, and it's very practical. It's M- software, so Max ECU software, and it's running there, so we can have the warnings and so on. Seen if we hit some safety limits or something like that. So that's really practical once you are driving on the track or tuning on the streets. And regarding the driving, believe it or not, the custom steering geometries feel very good. So I've been driving fairly fast already with the car, and it's stable. It's very easy to drive, nice to drive. The combination of using the power steering pump from Jaguar and using the steering rack from Subaru, those work together well. I have the cooler for the power steering oil that works. All the fans for that work nicely, and even with the home alignment for the wheels, the car is very nice to drive. So not scary at any point, or no sketchy things happening while driving. So at least I feel confident about that. And then I added some coilovers. So these are some cheap max speeding rods, so I know that these are not good. But as I didn't know if I will even use the Subaru original axles, I didn't buy any expensive coilovers yet, because there was a backup plan of using BMW parts and Nissan parts. But now that I ended up with this one, I already bought some BC Racings, so I can add them later on. But at least now I have all of the geometries mocked up with these, and everything works, and they are not terrible to drive, but I know that they are not that let's say that high quality, that they might not last long and might be rubbish on the proper attack driving, but at least for now they do their job well, and I have an upgrade option as well later on. And what will happen next? During the next couple of weeks, the plan is to get the car finished so that I can hit the dyno. So I saved the best things for last, so I have to change a couple of exhaust manifold bolts, so you can see that they are very nicely accessible and visible. So the threads are bad on those, so I need to swap those out. But as the car is otherwise working and running, I have now the motivation to do it. So this was a tactical thing, and then I need to add, of course, some heat shields, an electric boost control valve, and check the wastegate springs that I can hit our target boost, and then of course some bolt checks and check that nothing has been left loose and nothing, no scrubbing for the wires and so on. So just some safety things that I don't burn the car. So this is now just a functional mock-up phase, running prototype, and then we can make it nicer and cleaner during the off season next winter. But at least for now, everything seems good and the car drives well. And if you like these videos, please hit the like button and subscribe, because it's always a pain for me to make these videos because I like just building and doing things here in the garage, so this always takes some extra time, and as you know, I have kids and a wife, so I need to keep some company to them as well. So let me know if you want to have more detailed videos on the separate topics and more of these videos coming, because it's nice to give some information to the followers, but it's always a chore for me to do that. I'm a lazy reporter. But thanks for your time. Let's hope that we can keep the dyno schedule and then hit the track and throw this thing properly sideways in a few weeks. So I hope to see you in the next one.